So, good morning now from Lemon Tree Premier, and we start off with our breakfast. So, breakfast was included, and this is the lobby. That's the breakfast spread out there. So, this is the lobby. It's 8:20 roundabout, and this is the lobby here. People are coming in for breakfast.
So we just left Dwarka and we are en route to Porbandar now. So this is Gomti River on the side. I can't see much. So this is the Gomti River stretch. So Tata Chemicals board, and we keep going ahead. So very interesting stories we came to know yesterday. So when Krishna married Rukmini and they came here, Krishna's decided that they should meet their Guru Durvasa Muni. So Durvasa Muni's ashram is around about 90 kilometers from here. So both of them went there and they went in a golden chariot, and they said to Durvasa Muni that you please come to our house to have food. So he said, yes, I will surely come, but on one condition: the carriage has to be drawn by you two. So that is what was decided. So Rukmini and Krishna, they started driving the carriage. But round about when the entire carriage was some 60 kilometers near Dwarka, that time Krishna was there and Rukmini was there. So Rukmini felt thirsty. So what Krishna did was he just pierced the earth through his finger and toe, was it? Yeah. So and water came out. So both of them drank that water, but they did a mistake, big mistake. They did not offer the water to Durvasa Muni. So Durvasa Muni, what he said was, since this was what was done with him, he said, going forward, he gave them two shrap basically. So he said, going forward, Krishna and Rukmini, that puja for both of them together will never be done. So that is why you see Krishna and Rukmini nowhere actually. They are separated and they are worshipped separately. And number two, he said that this place is never going to have lots of green and lots of water. So this area around Dwarka Bhumi is mostly dry. So these are the two straps which Durvasa Muni gave. So anyway, it's a story, nice story. So it's a mythological story, so a nice story. So we just crossed Fawn and Ginger en route. So this is pretty far actually from Dwarka. So no wonder when I checked on the map for our hotel, we did not choose this. This is pretty far, and going there would be a problem because you can't take your car towards the temple. Obviously, like all temple roads in India, it's pretty narrow, the approach to the temple. So if you stay on these hotels are nice, you have lots of space to park and all that, but it is a issue going out there because it's neither near Dwarka nor near Bet Dwarka. So anyway, so now another story. So this goes like this, that one of Krishna's wife was Satyavama, and she was pretty rich, very rich. So someone said, okay, how much gold you can give? So she said, okay, let's weigh Krishna. So Krishna was put in a balance and gold was placed on the other side of the balance. But still, gold was always lighter when compared to Krishna. So she ran out of gold. So she always had that, yes, I have enough gold, but she ran out of gold. Then Rukmini came, she prayed to Lord Krishna, plucked Tulsi and put it on the scale, and it was absolutely in balance of each other. So I think we all know these stories, lovely stories, and it gives an impression, clear-cut understanding that God is more interested in our love, in our dedication, not in our wealth. I mean, if anyone wants to offer God on terms ounce of wealth and show off, that's their choice. But God actually loves dedication, love, and full submission. So that's there in Gita also, and that's there what these stories also prove. So this is, this is very interesting. The road drive is also good. 103 kilometers, I suppose, Porbandar from here. We should reach, I think, hour and a half maybe. Let's see how things go. We will have to take petrol somewhere on the road. I don't see any pumps here. Hopefully before Porbandar we should see. So this road goes to Porbandar. What a road. No traffic. Train line next to you and you're traveling. And the sky is cloudy. Lovely. Lovely road. Without any habitation on any side. What a road. Possibly the sea is on that side, that's the view. The map says the sea is on that side, so we're trying to see possibly traveling next to the sea. That's the railway track. What a view. What a view. We were there last year towards Udupi. We had a similar view, but not for such a long stretch. This coastline is excellent, and so is the road. And there's no traffic and no habitation. You have the wind vanes here, huge ones, and possibly that side is the sea. Can't see it because of the landscape, but that side is the sea. So we have entered Junagadh town. It's the outskirts of Junagadh, and you can see the Gir hills long on the range. So that's the Gir hills. So our aim is to reach Gir hills, see if we can make it with the Uran Khatola to the hills, and then decide on the, depending upon the rush, because we will not be able to climb it, of course, not at this time. And temperature outside is 34 degrees. We are around about 10 kilometers more towards Girnar, so 5 kilometers from downtown Junagadh. I think 3-4 kilometers maybe, because Girnar and Junagadh possibly is 7 kilometers. So that's the plan. So let's see what happens. We are 11 kilometers away. The map says 26 minutes, which is, I think, because of the city traffic. So let's see what time we reach Junagadh. So we are entering the Girnar Hills area. So this is the road through which we go in. We are going towards the hills. So there is a ropeway from the hills towards the temples and on top of the hill. So it will take us to that point which from where other areas are accessible, other temples are accessible. So let's see the rush at the ropeway. It's called Uran Khatola. So let's see how much the rush is. Depending upon the rush, we'll decide to go ahead or what to do. So let's see how it is. Here it looks nice. So here it is all good, and the road is fine here. So far when we crossed the city, it was all very narrow roads, but here the roads are nice. So towards the temple area, let's see how it is. So we have taken on the hills. Certain portion we have to go towards the point of the ropeway. So these are the hills which houses the temples of Hindus, of Jains, and once in a year people do parikrama of the entire hills. So this is the point through which they go around the hills. So this is the final Bhavnath Pravesh Dar towards the Girnar temple. So we'll have to now look for parking place, and then of course the ropeway area. So this is the place, this is the Uran Khatola, and those are the temples above the hill, and that is the ropeway. But since it's too windy today, there is no ropeway service. There was no rush actually, but then there is no ropeway service. So we can't
go to the temples. My bad luck and our bad luck, but I think that is what God is willing. But the place is excellent. We can see that. Lovely place. So, this there possibly is Ambaji's temple there. So we are now going out of Girnar range. It is a really nice place. The weather is good, but since it was too windy, as I mentioned, the roadway is not working, and we are now going towards the palace. And once we are there, again we'll catch up. So as we are getting down from the Girnar hills, it gives you the feeling as if we are feeling as if we are getting down from the Himalayas. So if you compare it with Himalayas, it is great grandfather of Himalayas. It's very old. Obviously it looks smaller, but it's a very stable mountain and it's a very old mountain than Himalayas. So we are down now. We'll go towards the Junagadh city and the city palace, and from there we'll drive towards the Gir forest. So I think that's a portion of the Umarkot fort which we are not going. We will be skipping Umarkot and we will just directly go towards that's the portion of the fort there. Part of the fort can be seen. So anyway, we are not going there inside, and we will just see the city palace and move ahead. This looks to be Umarkot fort. So we are entering Majewadi gate, and this was possibly one of the gates towards the city during the time of the Nawab. So Junagadh has a long history. I mean, I am not going into the history, but Junagadh's Nawab somehow did not want to join India, and Junagadh's Nawab's Diwan was Zulfikar Ali Bhutto's father, Shah Nawaz Bhutto. So he actually wanted to go with Pakistan, and the Nawab was undecided, but ultimately anyway he signed with Pakistan. But then the people of Junagadh wanted to side with India. So ultimately Indian army had to take over, and the Nawab flew to Pakistan, and the state was taken inside India. Now this Junagadh Nawab's life has been really very colorful. So those are possibly stories for different times. I'll not get into it. And the road here is not so good as we go inside the main area of his palace is what we intend to see. Let's see how we go. It's very hot outside, but it's cloudy also and it's windy also. So this is the Mahabat Maqbara palace. This is possibly the entry of the palace. So this has a history. So this was the Nawab's palace and the inside quarters. So this is the palace and the Maqbara, and these are the gates. So we came through one gate from that side, and we will go out to this. Now if you see this palace and the architecture, I mean, of course we can check up the architectural structure. So it is a mix. It's possibly Arabic and the Indian mix, possibly a lovely structure. So this is the entire palace structure. Lovely. So we are now out of Junagadh finally, and we are towards Gir. Inside Junagadh, it's a typical town. The roads narrow. We crossed through marketplace, so it was pretty narrow driving through. But now we are towards Gir, and the road is good. Around about it should take us 50-55 minutes. drive 46 kilometers. So we should be there by 3 o'clock. Our check-in time at Gir is 2. We should be there by 3. So that's it. So we are inside Gir forest possibly, and we are moving towards Gir Sarai. We are around about 10 kilometers. There is a speed limit here of 30. You have to drive slow because the road is narrow and this area is totally covered with greenery on both the sides. So we are entering the Gir Sarai area. I hope we are taking the correct path towards the direction on Google says this. So yeah, so we are going, yes. So they just rang us now, and we said we will be there in the next 5 minutes. So we are here actually. So this is Gir Sarai. So this is Gir Sarai, and this is where we are going to stay for the night, and we are here. This is the entry. So we just entered towards the reception. This is the entrance lobby of Gir Sarai, and as they say, it's just on the edge of the Gir National Forest, and you go in. It gives you that feeling of old British kind. Calm, quiet, peaceful place. Good collection of books also here, and a nice place to sit. Lovely setting. So this is the room that we have entered, and this is the decoration that is there in this room. Superb it is. So this is the view from the room outside. This is the balcony, and this is the area. This is the toilet area. So it has that old British feel, you know. So this is the passage which is there, which leads you to the rooms, and each of the rooms comes with this meshed door to prevent the ingress of possibly mosquitoes and all. And this is the area here. This is the sit out area, which they call the tea lounge. Lovely pieces. And that is the forest area. That's the full range of the forest. And that's the pool out there. So we suddenly could get into the Devalia Park Safari. So we will take the Devalia Park Safari. We just did the booking. We were not sure whether we will be able to come on time, so we did not. But now we could, and our Devalia Park safari will start at 5:45. And this is Gir Sarai, but the vehicle is going to come and take us to the gate of the Devalia Park, and the reporting time is 5:15, so another 5 minutes or so. We are at the Devalia Safari ticketing counter, and this is the place. But our guide is going to take us. So the visits to the Devalia Park are covered and in cages of this kind, and the vehicles are of this kind. We got a 6-seater. That's the one. And this is the main area. So we took a 5:45 trip, and there's a nice souvenir shop out there. So this is finally ये लाइनेस ना बोला इल्लू उड़ाने के फोन ऊपर એને કહે કે મારો ફોન ઉપર લવલું ઓય ભેગો જો પકડાવી દયો. So that's the leopard sitting out of the tree. So this place is for man-eating leopards. There are some 6 of them who have been secluded and kept here because they are supposed to be dangerous. So you see 2 of them. There is one there also hanging from the tree. So we are leaving the gate area, and we are out. Lovely. It was very good. It's a 50-55 minutes tour. Guaranteed you see, because it is 415 acres and they have some between 6 lions and lionesses, innumerable spotted deers, nilgais, and some 6-7 leopards. And these are jeweler shops, and since we had got it from the hotel, we will be dropped at Taj. But for other hotels, you'll need to come down here. Either you get your vehicle parked, take the bus, or you take this kind of jeeps directly from the first gate. So this is the Gir Sarai area. That's inside. So this is of course the front facade which we saw, and this is the area here. One thing what we found in today's Devalia Park is that this is around about 415 acres, as I said. So there is, the chance is high, and if you take a 4-seater or 6-seater, then you are pretty comfortable. You're staying at Taj, so that's an extra privilege. You are staying at Gir Sarai, you are picked up from the hotel and you are dropped at the hotel. Whereas if you stay at other properties, you'll need to go down to that place, that main convention center where the tours start, and then you need to take up the tour. Now with that, the problem is that if you are far away from the hotel and the place, you'll have to walk a lot. Whereas here, that's not a problem. So this is the nighttime view of Gir Sarai. Totally covered with trees, plantation. Very dim lighting, giving you that feel, that mood of being inside the forest. This is the last building on the edge. So what more to say about Taj food? We came in, lunch was done that time, so we had sandwiches. Excellent. Now we had dinner, buffet. Not a big choice, but whatever was there, lovely. Tasty, lovely food. So I think that way Tata's and the Taj, you just can't compare the hospitality of this. So this is anyway an IHCSL property. Gir Sarai. You have hardly, I think, some 30-32 rooms. So in case you intend to come here, you need to pre-book long time. and on season I think it costs around about 25 or something odd. I may be wrong also, but it does cost pretty huge during the season time. So it's better to check the availability and check the rates before you intend to come here. So, but you will be floored with their hospitality, and that's the sky from the forest, the night sky of the forest. That's the moon, and that's the night sky with the stars all around, and noise very far off. And as we close our night for today, we again look forward to tomorrow. Today we had a very good lion safari. We hope we see something more interesting tomorrow. It's 3 hours package tomorrow. But I think one thing is clear. Anyone coming here, you should actually try to go for both of them, because the chances of sighting here are more than possibly, that's what they say, tomorrow. But what happens actually is something. When it happens tomorrow, we'll let you know. So bye for now, good night, catch you tomorrow, and do please keep watching. We are covering all these spots wherever we are going. Do please keep watching. Thank you.